Honestly, if you don't have money, don't come to Ghana. I said it. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Don't come to Ghana if you don't have money, because the country is expensive. So hello guys, welcome to my channel, and it's me Sephy, and I'm so glad to have you. In case you are new here, thank you very much for watching and subscribing. And today I'm going to talk about my experience as an international student in Ghana. In case you don't really agree with anything I'm saying, or you have a different experience, please feel free to comment below. And then I hope that this video will help someone that is coming to Ghana to school right now, next month, next 2 months, or in future, because this video is for you. And moreover, in case you don't know, I'm Cameroonian. Just a reminder, I'm not Ghanaian, and you can see from my accent, I am a Cameroonian girl. So my admission process, I basically just applied online, and point of correction, I didn't apply. Someone applied for me, and I was just told I got admission into pharmacy, and then I had to fly to Ghana. Luckily, if you are African, you don't need a visa to come to Ghana. All you need is an admission letter or your admission letter. As a student, I just had my admission letter and I came with my father. My dad didn't need anything. Since he was my father, he just came with me. So when coming at the airport, prepare your $150 to be paid to get a short-term visa. That's 30 days visitor visa. So that's what I did with my dad, and then we were picked at the airport by his friend, and we went to sleep in a hotel. Then the next day, we now left the hotel and went to a bus station. Let me stop there. When we went out of the airport, let me find myself. You see this? You need heat. You need this. Because the heat is not your friend. Back to that. So when we left the airport, my dad's friend picked us and then took us to a hotel. And the next day, we left the hotel to go to a VIP bus station. That's where you take the buses to Kumasi. So we entered the bus and we alighted at TEC. That's 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗘𝗥 junction. And we took a taxi from the 𝗘𝗫𝗣𝗘𝗥 junction to the guest house. So the school has guest houses in case you want to come and stay as a family. Just that you have to book early because they are few and they are cheap. So a lot of people want to stay there because they are owned by the school, so they are cheap and they are comfortable. And we also look for my accommodation. It was quite easy because I'm an international student. So as an international student, if you come the first year, you stay in Brunei. So in Brunei or girls hostel is the international student hostel. And honestly, the accommodation is expensive. Let me not lie to you. It's in dollars. It's like 1,000. Now it's 1,100. Sometimes 900. But that my time, it was 1,700. But that time too, the dollar was not that high like now. So yeah. But you can also get like better offers outside. But if you're coming as a first year student, please stay on campus. So after I got my accommodation, now I had to start school. If there's something you need to know, like when you start, me, I struggled because the accent, I had an accent challenge. You know, like for example, also will say picture, they will say picture. You know, I don't want to compare who has the best accent now because that's not the purpose of this video. You know, but you just have to get used to, and then once you get used to, you flow. Moreover, sometimes in class too, the teacher will switch to Twi. Twi is the local language, and they will all laugh, and they will make things. They will make statement like, pressure. Like I used to be like, God, what kind of slang is this? But every time I myself, I speak like that too. And sometimes too, in my house they call me the Ghanaian because I will make some funny expressions. But academically wise, the important thing is your mark doesn't depend only on your exam. So we have presentations, we have group assignments, we have group exams, we have online exam, you have also attendance. All that combined, even though the written exam makes the highest, but all that combines to make your exam. The attendance. So in case you don't write your midterm well, just pray that, just make sure you do well in the other places because you never know where your salvation will come from. The next thing is food. Food, I would say you will not lack food to buy on campus, and then I think mostly on campus you can cook, but you can also get cheap food like yam that is 𝗘𝗫𝗍𝗃, 𝗓𝗏, and I think you should learn to eat the local food because the local food is cheaper. And once you start having exams and you are doing courses like medicine and pharmacy or engineering, you might not really have time to cook all the time. That's just the truth, because weekends you either have group studies, assignment, or in case maybe you are active in your church or you are maybe a leader in something. So that's when you might do other extracurricular activities. So food is not really a problem on campus, and you can easily get cheap food. You can also get expensive food because you can also order food. Maybe the day you want to spoil yourself, you want to have pizza, you want to have chicken wings, KFC, like that one, you can spoil yourself too. So I think food is not a problem. You can also cook, and by cooking, there's a market on campus and there's also a market outside campus, which is cheaper. So food is not an issue. Now transport is also not an issue because there's free transport on campus. Honestly, I actually never had a problem on campus. You can walk around campus even though it's big. There's also free campus ride. There's a Bolt, Uber. There are also private cabs. So to transport yourself inside campus or out of campus, it's not an issue at all. Let's talk about entertainment. So honestly, I would say 𝗘𝗫𝗍𝗃 for entertainment is top notch. Studies is top notch. Entertainment is top notch. But you have to balance it yourself. You're not a child, you know. So let's talk about entertainment wise. If you know 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗃, that's like a hostel. 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗃 week is like mad. It's crazy. It's like Pentagon in Accra. So people travel all the way. They have concerts, the celebrities coming, you know, and it's like they're partying every single day. It's mad. And aside that, there are also a lot of parties on campus. Friday night they have like on Friday night, like me, we used to organize the games like Truth or Dare, spin the bottle. And luckily enough, the bottle never fell on me. I'm just a lucky child. So I will just go to see what is happening inside the world. And I'm sure if you break the hostel, if they can speak, the things that have been done in those places. So let's talk about the exposure. I would say 𝗘𝗫𝗍𝗃 offers you a lot of exposure because it has a lot of partnership with schools. So it has a lot of exchange programs, a lot of internships, a lot of even leadership opportunities. Like I myself, I was a president of the Francophone student campus. I worked with the Alliance Française. I was also head of country delegate, and I feel like that really built my character. It taught me how to balance having fun, also being serious in school, having a balance, like being serious in class. And I was also a head of events in my church, you know. So I really learned discipline, time management, you know, not to be stuck up, but do things at every time. Moreover, I also had opportunities to travel for internship, for exchange program. So I think for exposure, 𝗘𝗫𝗍𝗃 really exposes you a lot. And I also have friends all over the world from different countries because 𝗘𝗫𝗍𝗃 exposes you to international students, to international people. And lastly, finances. Honestly, if you don't have money, don't come to Ghana. I said it. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Don't come to Ghana if you don't have money because the country is expensive. And to find a job as a student is not easy. Not that you cannot even find, but the time. School is stressful. The scholarships available for international students are not that much. That is just the truth. There's MasterCard, don't get me wrong. There's family discount in case you guys are like brothers and sisters. They can cut like 10 or 20%. There's like African Empower, something like that, you know. So I would say be careful. Honestly, if you have money, don't come to Ghana because it's really expensive. And the school fees is about I think the most expensive is like $7,000 for medicine. Yeah, it's in dollars. And pharmacy was like 5,500 or 600 minus accommodation, minus pocket money. So if you have money, don't come. Like because of the money, I wish I didn't come here, but the experience was worth it. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's not that because you can get other schools in Africa, out of Africa, the better ranking that are cheaper than that. So if you can get that, then why not? But if you can't, but still, then you're welcome to Ghana. You're welcome to Ghana. I would just say my experience in Ghana, honestly, as a student was great. It was awesome, and I would recommend. I learned a lot. I learned a lot intellectually, I grew spiritually, I grew academically, I grew intellectually, I grew character-wise. I think NUSC for me was worth it. Schooling in Ghana was worth it. It was expensive. Like, the money is not worth it, don't get me wrong. But I would still recommend if you can. Because it really grew me a lot. I learned a lot. And it was a good decision. So, in case you are coming, welcome to Ghana ahead of time. And please remember to subscribe and leave a comment. Let's continue. Let the discussion continue. See you next time. Bye.